Radio Grand Lac, à Aix-les-Bains et autour du lac du Bourget, votre radio.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Oh, hello everyone and welcome back to your English Weekly. My name is Sinead and I'm hosting our 21st edition, and it's a really special edition today because it's Women's Day. So here we are with my two guests. I've got Julie Lacourt. Hello, Julie.
Hello, Sinead.
And I've got Megan. Hello, Megan.
Hi, Sinead.
So thanks for coming. It's great. Now, just a quick reminder to those who are joining us for the first time. Your English Weekly is a program which boosts English speaking on various subjects in English, of course, and promoting the local community with an expression of the week. So I hope you all had a good week. And I'm thanking everyone for coming back today. And thank you, Radio Grand Lac 92.1, for hosting this. So today we are going to interview a woman who knows just what we need to be beautiful. Julie Lacourt, who works for a company and that makes and creates beautiful products here in Savoy, something I didn't know before. Fantastic. And we have Megan, who's going to talk to us today about International Women's Day and give us a little bit of insight into what exactly we do on this day. So thank you both for coming. It's fantastic. So before we start, we're going to look at our expression of the week. So I know, Megan, that you know what this expression means, but we'll see now if Julie does. Okay, Julie. So here we are. So Julie, tell us, do you know what "don't count your chickens before they hatch" means? Do you have any idea?
Actually, I must say no. Never heard and really no idea.
I'm sure, Megan, you've heard this expression many a time, no?
A few times. I personally don't use it, but I understand the concept.
Okay, great. Well, we'll see at the end then if we know what it means. Okay, great. So let's go now over to Julia. So Julie comes from Lyon. She studied there. She grew up in Villefontaine. She went and studied Sciences Po in Lyon. And today she is responsible for the marking in Fitoma. Is that right, Julie? Do we say Fitoma?
Yes. Actually, it sounds very nice with your accent.
Oh, thank you.
In France, we say Fitema, Laboratoire Fitema. And yes, we're just next to the radio station because we are based in Rediffusion.
Okay, so it's really not far, is it?
It's 15 minutes away from here. So very, very close to the lake.
Wow.
Lake, yes. Yeah.
I'm sure that's fantastic now. So could you tell our listeners what exactly Fitema does, when it was created, who created it, and why here in Savoy? I mean, we're not going to complain, but why here in Savoy?
Actually, it's true that Savoy is really associated to agriculture, like to milk and apples, and now I work for Fitema. It happens to be very like an evidence to me that it can be linked to beauty. Beauty is everywhere in Savoy. So yeah, it was founded 20 years ago by a naturopath who wanted to create products with that include the well-known Savoy water. Everyone comes to aix-les-bains for the water, and what is the most present ingredient in a cosmetic? It's water. So that was a great idea 20 years ago to create this laboratory in the middle of the nature. Actually, when I go to work in the morning, I see like foxes and I don't know the English word for chevreuil, but I see chevreuil when I go to work. So it's in the middle of the savage nature. Oh. And he wanted 20 years ago to create organic product. Okay. And it seems normal in 2022. It was not 20 years ago, so that was quite visionary.
Oh, it's true. We've all come back to nature a little bit. And it's true. Aix-les-Bains, there's no more beautiful place. Well, not just Aix-les-Bains, Savoy, and of course all around the territory of Savoy. Okay, so you're based here now for the last 20 days, or 20 years, excuse me. And so now today we're going to just talk about the types of beauty products that you do have. What types of beauty products do you make?
We make skin and hair care. Organic skincare and hair care. At first, the well-known product was a dyeing range, and now the range is quite wide. We have 45 products that go to hair care, like shampoo and conditioner, from skincare. Personally, my favorite product is our makeup removal.
Okay.
Completely natural, and you must smell.
Okay, it's got a particular smell to it. Oh, well, we are very excited with Megan to smell this now soon.
Yeah, there's a great suspense here.
And so you cater mostly then for women, or do you have also a range for men or children as well?
Thank you for asking this question, because I've prepared it. Actually, that's something quite different for our brand compared to others, because we have 40% of men that are customers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that must be explained by the fact that we are very present in chemistry.
Yeah, or in chemists.
Sorry. And yeah, men do buy a lot of our products. When you think about skincare or hair care, you immediately think about women. And that's one of our particularities, that men do buy our products that look not that feminine. Not sure if that
don't look too feminine. Yeah,
definitely.
Okay.
And we talk to main of the time, people want to buy organic products as soon as they get parents.
As soon as they become a parent, they think, okay, we don't want to be confronted to all these chemicals anymore. We want to come back to something that's natural and it lasts just for what it lasts.
Exactly. And we really can see that in chemists or in every shop. As soon as people become parents, they start to look at the ingredients list, at the composition. And when they do, then they choose us.
Okay, because they see there's nothing added.
Yeah, they see that it's natural ingredients, it's organic, certified organics, and maybe as we don't communicate that much, as you can tell, most of our advertising is word of mouth.
Okay.
It's people telling to each other that they should try this brand because the composition is very clean, very organic and everything. So our best advertising is our customers.
Okay. So apart from the excellent the excellent cream for taking off your makeup, what do you suggest that the hair? I think you're quite well known for hair care too.
Definitely hair care. It's very technical. Actually, you see on the market many brands that are launched for new brands that are launched for skincare. For hair care, you don't see that much because it's very technical and it implies a lot of research and development.
Okay.
And we have the best researcher at the laboratory.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, she works. She's been working for Fitima for 10 years, and she's the one who develops all the formulas we use. And hair care implies real competence that's not much.
People don't have a lot of knowledge on. And okay, when you say that it implies real knowledge and a know-how to make these products, is it for dry hair? Is it for greasy hair? Is it for what type of, what do you cater for? Do you cater for children, for adults, for elderly people, for younger people? Who is your segment here in this?
Our core segment is from 30 to 60-year-old. But the magical of the technicity of the formulation is that generally organical shampoos are not that adapted for every hair, because you have most of the shampoos that leaves silky hair, but that's full of things you don't want to see in your shampoo composition. So there's a real challenge here to get even dry hair hydrated with organic shampoos. And actually, we are proud to say that we can address every type of hair, which is something very...
Yeah, not everybody can do that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay. So if we wanted to go and visit, I know it sounds crazy to say something like this because we just can't walk in. Of course, we can't just walk in from off the street. But if we wanted to go and visit on a special, do you have open house days for people to know more about you? Do you organize this type of event or not?
We do. Well, actually, for now, we've done it especially with schools to show some students how the process of the fabrication, but we definitely want to organize more visits to show transparency is something very important for us. And the fact that everything is produced and created in the laboratory, we definitely want to develop that. So thanks for asking. And yeah, we are going to work on that.
Oh, well, maybe with the FCE, because with the Femme Chef d'Entreprise, we can organize a little visit out there one day. That would be fantastic.
That would be great.
I can see them all queuing up already to come with me.
They won't be disappointed.
No, so just before we move on to Megan, I just want to ask you another little thing. So if I wanted to buy your products here, will I find them in a local chemists here in Aix-les-Bains or in Chambéry or around the area?
Both. You will find them both in chemists in Chambéry and Aix-les-Bains, and also in some biological shops.
Okay.
Like BioCoop or Les Comptoirs de la Bio.
Okay.
Actually, we want to sell our products in every shop that in which people are really paying attention on the composition. So, quite logically, chemists, parapharmacy.
Yeah.
And
drugstores. Yeah.
Yes, drugstores and biological shops.
Okay. Oh, fantastic. Wonderful. Okay. So before we finish, we're going to move over now to Megan, who is here today to talk a little about International Women's Day, because I requested her to. Thank you, Megan, for doing that. That's really nice of you. And it is true. It's an important day. But as I often say, International Women's Day, okay, fine. It's mostly for the human rights, of course. We all agree on that. But I tend to think that gender parity is not just good for women. I think it's good for everyone. I think it's important that the gender parity is there from young ages to older ages, from women to men, from every nationality to every nationality. So thanks, Megan, for coming to talk about that today. So tell us, what exactly is International Women's Day?
Yes, of course. So International Women's Day is marked annually every 8th of March, and it celebrates the social, economic, cultural, and political achievements of women. The day also marks a call to action for accelerating gender parity. Significant activity is witnessed worldwide as groups come together to celebrate these achievements, as well as raise awareness for women's equality.
Okay, thanks for all that. And if I'm correct, 2022, their theme this year is Break the Bias, is that right?
Exactly.
What does that mean, break the bias?
It's to break the prejudice, the judgments that exist today in our society. Whether deliberate or unconscious, the bias makes it difficult for women to move ahead. And knowing that the bias exists is not enough. Action needs to be taken to level the playing field.
Of course, yes, exactly. And so, is there any special colors connected to this, or is there any special axes they work on?
So there are 3 main colors that symbolize International Women's Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Purple, green, and white. Purple signifies justice and dignity. Green symbolizes hope. And white represents purity. Albeit the controversial concept it has.
Of course.
And the colors originated from the Women's Social and Political Union in the United Kingdom in 1908.
Okay, so it goes back a long time. It's not just... So it's something that has been going on for years and years. And because I've only really heard about Women's Day for the last 10 years, or, okay, a bit more, probably 20 now at this stage. But I don't remember my parents celebrating that at the time. What about you? Do you remember your parents celebrating that?
Not sure
Julie?
they're even aware of this day today. So yeah, it might be a matter of generation.
Yeah, might be. I think so. Well, I think now we're looking for everybody to feel that they have their place in this society. And I think that anybody who works for something in this society finds their own place by themselves. You know. Okay, so. What exactly are the four? What are the axes? I think there are four. If I heard earlier what you were saying, what are the axes of International Women's Day?
So the axis of International Women's Day is call to action as the first one, where there's worldwide awareness being raised via narratives, resources, and activities that can help combat the bias and discrimination to accelerate gender parity. The second one is philanthropy, where you raise donations, you do a lot of fundraising. And the third axis is uplifting women, because today not a lot of people have confidence in who they are. So what they do, what International Women's Day and the whole organization and the event, they want to boost that confidence, show that they are individuals who...
And also take people out of silence. Sometimes people are in silence and they need to be heard by other people. Yeah, I totally agree with you. So it's this idea of getting together and not feeling lonely. I think that's important to remember as well, that there are other people there. The FCE, one of our main actions is to be there for each other, to be able to share ideas, to be able to talk together and build and work as a team, because quite often we find ourselves solo in our activities or lonely in our activities. Exactly. Okay. Anything else?
And the last axis is working in collaboration to promote each and everyone's skills.
Okay.
To create partnerships and share projects and missions together.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Megan, for coming and talking a little bit about this. And of course, those that wish to join us as well at the FCE, it's with great pleasure. It's a great organisation that we try to get together yearly. And if you want to have a look at that today, you can look on their Facebook. They've just put out on LinkedIn and Facebook, they put out a good pitch on what exactly we do. Okay, so that's great. Well, listen, it was fantastic talking to both of you today. It was very exciting to hear about this company that I knew nothing about until I opened a magazine one day and saw you there. And Megan, it was great for you to tell us a little bit about Women's Day. So that's fantastic. Now let's go back to our explanation of the expression, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Now, don't make plans based on future events, outcomes, or successes that might not happen. So very recently I used this expression with my daughter when we said to my brother, when he said that the Irish were going to win the match against the French for the rugby. And of course, I said, don't count your chickens before they hatch. And just as well I did, because we won. So that was good. Okay, so thank you to all our listeners for participating today, for listening to us. And of course, if you wish to listen to us again, you can find on 92.1 Radio Grand Lac. You could find on their website this chronicle. And of course, I want to say thanks again to Julie, and thanks again to Megan for coming today. And of course, you must stay tuned, because we have Jessica who's coming in a few minutes, who will be talking about the decoration and all the new tendencies in the decoration. And then at, I can't remember what time, with Astrid at 2:00, we have Astrid with Tout Beauty, more advice she's going to give us on how to stay beautiful. So that'll be interesting to listen to. Okay, thank you everyone. I wish you all a good day, and back to the music.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Radio Grand Lac.